Hello friends, we are continuing from the previous lecture. In this lecture we shall discuss functions of Reserve Bank of India. And first of these functions is currency functions. Friends, Paper Currency Act 1861 had authorized the Government of India to issue notes. And accordingly, Government of India was issuing notes as per provisions of this act. But in the year 1935, these functions were taken over by Reserve Bank of India. So once RBI was established under RBI Act, so these currency functions were taken over by Reserve Bank of India. To issue currency, RBI needs to maintain gold and foreign exchange reserves, and value of such reserves should be minimum 200 crore rupees. Out of this, the gold value should be rupees 115 crore minimum. And this is known as minimum reserve system. So Reserve Bank of India is issuing currency on behalf of government, and for that purpose it needs to maintain minimum reserve in the form of gold and foreign exchange, and value of these reserves is minimum 200 crore. Under section 22 of RBI Act, the currency management is a core function of Reserve Bank of India. So Reserve Bank of India has many functions, and currency management is the core function. It is Reserve Bank of India only which can issue currency in India. Indian currency is known as Indian rupee, and this is symbol of Indian currency. RBI can issue bank notes with denomination of minimum rupees 2 and maximum rupees 10,000. Although presently the highest denomination notes which RBI is issuing is rupees 1000 note. As per Coinage Act 1906, the coins can be issued in denomination up to rupees 1000. Although presently these coins are being issued in general up to rupees 10 only. Currency functions are carried by Reserve Bank of India through 19 issue offices, and then these are distributed through currency chests. So there are 4075 currency chests. These currency chests are operated by Reserve Bank of India, where RBI is not having its office. Then this function is discharged through commercial banks. So commercial banks act as agents of Reserve Bank of India to operate those currency chests. In addition, there are 3746 coins depot also, and this position was as on 30th June 2016. How much quantity of notes should be printed? This estimate is made by Reserve Bank of India according to economic and other considerations. The printing of notes, it takes place at number 1, Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India Limited, that is SPMCI. It is a Government of India owned company. And then Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. It is subsidiary company of Reserve Bank of India. So printing of notes takes place at these. RBI acts as agent of central government for distribution, issue and handling of coins which are minted at SPMCI. So coins are minted at SPMCI, and Reserve Bank of India acts as agent of central government for distribution of coins, issue of coins and handling of coins. The present denominations of notes. So bank notes presently available are in the following denomination: rupees 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500 and 1000. And as regards coins, there are two categories of coins: small coins and large coins. Small coins include 10 paisa, 20 paisa and 50 paisa. And large coins include rupee 1, rupees 2, 5 and 10. So these are various currency functions of Reserve Bank of India. Another important function of Reserve Bank of India is to function as banker to government. Friend, RBI functions as banker to central government, and this is provided in RBI Act. So there is no separate agreement is required between central government and RBI. This is already provided in RBI Act that RBI will function as banker to central government. But position with regard to state governments is different, where RBI wants to function as banker to state government, or where a state government wants RBI to function as its banker, then there has to be a mutual agreement between them. Other than Jammu and Kashmir and Sikkim, RBI is a banker to all state governments. Government payments and government receipts. So payment like pension payments, other payments, and receipts like receipt of taxes and other receipts. So these are handled by Reserve Bank of India. And where RBI is not having an office, then on behalf of RBI or as agent of RBI, the commercial banks perform this function. Banking functions are conducted by Public Accounts Department of RBI, and public debt function is managed by Public Debt Office of RBI. So government borrowing programs, they are handled by Public Debt Office, and other accounting functions are carried by Public Accounts Department of Reserve Bank of India. On behalf of government, RBI issues cash management bills, treasury bills, and dated securities. For this, every financial year, government has a borrowing program, and according to that borrowing program, RBI issues all these instruments. In case of need, RBI also extends ways and means advance to central government as well as to state government. These are temporary loans which are extended by RBI for a period up to 10 days to central government and 14 days to state governments. And the amount of these advances is within prefixed limits. So these limits are mutually settled by the government and Reserve Bank of India. So these are various main functions of RBI so far its role as banker to government is concerned. Now banker to banks. This is another important function which Reserve Bank of India performs. RBI maintains accounts of banks, or we can also say that banks maintain a part of their demand and time liabilities with Reserve Bank of India in the form of cash, and this is called cash reserve ratio. So this balance is maintained as per section 42 subsection 1 of RBI Act. Banks maintain a part of their demand and time liabilities with Reserve Bank of India in the form of cash. So that is one of the functions of Reserve Bank of India. Then RBI allows various types of loans to banks. So one loan is in the form of liquidity adjustment facility. It is a short period loan under repo and reverse repo mechanism. Another loan, marginal standing facility. So this also is a short period loan which is allowed by RBI to commercial banks against collateral of government securities. So this is permitted under repo and reverse repo mechanism, and this is permitted against collateral of government securities. In this way, RBI is also known as lender of last resort. Friends, as regards regulation and supervisory functions, we shall continue in the next part of this lecture. Thank you, friends.